It's finals week on MasterChef, The Professionals. Only the 4 most exceptional chefs remain.
The journey of this competition has been just amazing. Really, really tough, but it's just the best thing you could put yourself in, I believe. You know, I've learned so much.
Every part of me wants to be here and win, and hopefully that's enough to give me the edge over everybody else.
Tonight, they cook for a dining room of culinary legends.
Get that oven up hotter.
This is killing me.
This entire dish just eats like a dream.
Before battling it out for a place in the final 3.
It's like touching distance now. It's sort of scary to think about, but I'm ready to go.
I'm so amazed that I got through this far. Being able to get through to the final 3, that would just be the cherry on top of the cake.
These final 4 chefs have come so far already, but they can't afford to stop pushing out.
Our chefs have got to cook beyond their wildest dreams. Dream big and deliver even bigger.
For 15 years, MasterChef The Professionals' Chef's Table has been one of the most celebrated events in the British culinary calendar. This year it's being held at London's St Pancras Renaissance Hotel in the legendary Midlands Grand Dining Room. Opened in 1873, tonight it will host a dinner for 24 of the most respected chefs in the industry. And for the finalists, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to showcase their talents to their professional heroes.
Oh my God, Chef's Table is the big one, you know? Like, this is the part where we all want to get to. There's no other chance where we would really get to do this, so it's a big boy today.
I've been watching this show since I was 16, you know, and like in awe every year how amazing it is, the opportunity, and to be here just really surreal. So I'm really excited.
If I sit here and dwell on the fact that it's some of the biggest names in the industry that I'm cooking for, then yeah, it's a big thing, but I've just got to pull everything together and hope it goes well.
I think today's probably one of the biggest days of my life. I'd say, I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but hopefully I do myself proud.
The finalists have 4 hours to prepare 1 course each for tonight's prestigious dinner.
We have chefs dining here today that have seen it all, experienced it all. They want to be wow. This is when they have to impress.
This is a huge occasion, and can our 4 chefs cook the food to match it?
It's scary in here. I thought I'd have the shakes, but I don't right now, which is nice.
24-year-old sous chef Tom from West Sussex has impressed since day 1 with his skillfully executed plates and attention to detail.
I'm just going to get started with gazpacho, because it's nice for it to sort of infuse for a little bit.
Tonight, he will open the dinner with a cold starter based on some Spanish favourites.
Main flavours is obviously tomatoes, peppers, sort of cucumber. It's sort of a mix of stuff, really, isn't it? It's like a cold soup.
Tom, first course, Chef's Table. What's your dish?
So it's poached gambarosso prawns, gazpacho, tomato fondue, and celery sorbet. I'm also doing little baby croutons that'll be on the table for them to sort of tuck into when the dish comes out.
That sounds good. Sounds delicious.
Thank you.
Why this dish?
I love going to Spain. I love all the flavours there, so I'm just trying to make something creative and nice for today.
What's your biggest concern with your dish?
Probably peeling 90 prawns. That's going to take a bit of time, because obviously I don't want to send out any intestines to any chefs. That would be very embarrassing.
Tom, I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I think there's a lot of familiarity with the dish because we've got a tomato gazpacho, we've got croutons, and of course those prawns. It is all going to be about the execution and making those things sing and dance to our guests.
So right now I'm just making a start on my celery sorbet.
Tom has juiced the celeries down and used that as the base of the sorbet, so it's full of that flavours of celery. I like that there's something different on this.
At 22, Cornish head chef Charlie may be the youngest in the competition, but his talent has shone through in some standout classic fish dishes. Today, he has decided to showcase some different skills with his second course of smoked duck breast, roast duck consommé, and pumpkin and sage ravioli.
So I've got the pumpkin and the squash here, so I want to get this on roasted now so it's nice and soft. I'm going to make 100 raviolis, so they get 3 a portion. Yeah, that's definitely my biggest job. Yeah, I just got to get my head down.
Where's the inspiration come from on this one?
I think with cooking for the best chefs in the country, a lot of them being classically trained, I feel like I wanted to show a classical element there.
What's going to make this dish stand out?
There's so many things I've got to get right. Getting a real clear consommé, a nice thickness on the pasta, the cooking on the duck breast. And if I get all that right in the time frame, that'll be enough.
It's going to take this dish to be something special because the classics are classics for a reason. There's no room for error.
100%.
With the pumpkin for his pasta filling roasting, Charlie needs to quickly make and then rest enough dough for 90 ravioli.
Pasta is something I usually enjoy, but then again, I'm not usually making it for 30 people all at once. Time's not my friend today, so let's get on with it.
Ravioli, these chefs are going to be watching this pasta with eagle eyes. It's going to be the right thickness. Can they taste the filling? Is it grainy? Is it well seasoned? Is it overpowering the consommé?
In total, I've got 50 eggs in here so far. I'm doing it by hand because I ain't got a machine big enough.
The main course for tonight's dinner is in the hands of Somerset's head chef, Tommy.
I've got a lot of onions going on. I think 60 onions plus I'll be looking at today, so it's try not to cry when I'm prepping them all down, I think.
Tommy earned his place in finals week with his sophisticated and highly ambitious dishes, often echoing his love of Asian flavors. And tonight's main course is no different.
So I'm doing miso glazed sirloin of beef. It's going to be cooked on the barbecue. There'll be some like mini jacket potatoes, essentially. I'm going to stuff those with like a caramelized onion, anchovy, caper mix. I'll have like a smoked broccoli puree, some ponzu roasted tender stem, and there'll be a little beef and onion dashi on the side as well. So they can sip it as they're eating away, basically.
Sounds delicious. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
We certainly don't envy you cooking 25 steaks for our chefs upstairs, and also one of the smallest barbecues I've seen in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm feeling it.
Wow, you're doing them all individually?
I think so, yes. Do you recommend otherwise?
It's your call.
The menu's finale has fallen to 29-year-old Australian head chef, Kasey.
It feels a bit weird to have my own little room. I feel a bit isolated from everyone.
So far, she has delighted the judges with her quirky and original flavour combinations. And today, she is hoping to impress with a highly technical and creative take on a classic confectionery.
So, what is your dessert then?
So today the dessert is inspired by Ferrero Rocher, something we always used to have at Christmas time as kids. The main element of it is going to be a chocolate mousse. It's going to have a cognac caramel centre.
So chocolate mousse, which you're setting in a sphere.
Then it's going to be dipped in chocolate, cocoa nibs and hazelnuts as well. And just to kind of have a bit of reprieve from the sweetness, it's going to have a creme fraiche sorbet with some shiso gel on the side.
So, basically, it's just going to look like a larger version of the real thing. More of it.
Yeah, exactly. More of a plated dessert version of it and a little bit more adult because of the cognac.
This dessert is showing amazing amount of skill.
So I'm just going to get my caramel into these little domes.
So you've got to make the caramel and cognac centre, you've got to get that frozen, then you've got to put that into your chocolate mousse, get that bit frozen, dip it into the tempered chocolate, and then you've got to allow it to defrost inside so it's nice and soft.
I want it to be not like a toffee, I want it to be a little bit gooey and runny when you open up the chocolate dome.
Every single point of it has to be perfect and just right. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Chefs, you're halfway through your prep time. Tom, that's 2 hours gone, 2 hours left to go before first dish leaves the kitchen, OK?
Wait.
With the clock ticking, Tom pre-balls his celery sorbet for service and gets the tomatoes roasting down for his fondue.
How are you doing?
I'm just making sure I've got all my bits sort of on because the prawns take me a bit of time.
But he's just beginning the time-consuming job of preparing a mountain of Gambero Rosso red prawns.
There's 90 to 100 prawns. He's taking the head and the shells. He's going to make a beautiful prawn oil. Your prawn head oil is going to be going into your tomato fondue.
Yeah, and then I'm going to sort of drip it around the plate as well.
Then he's taking the body and he's using those as the main elements of the dish. Peeling those. It's a monotonous job. One prawn at a time. That's all you can do.
I feel a lot better when these prawns are out of the way.
Across the kitchen, Charlie has finished the prep for his pumpkin ravioli. But he too is behind on the main element of his dish, butchering the duck, which he plans to use 3 different ways.
So the breasts, I'm going to render them skin side down in a pan once I've cleaned it up, and then carve it to order, nice and pink on the inside.
He also has 30 duck hearts to prepare, and the duck carcasses to roast down for a crystal clear consommé.
It's not about time you got those ducks on for your stock.
So yeah, that's going in now. That's my next job.
Why have you not got them in now?
I really want to get everything done for my pasta, so I wasn't waiting around for them to cool down.
Yeah, but your stock is going to take hours.
Yeah,
Why don't you just get them in the oven? Get a move on.
Oui, chef.
I just went past Charlie. His duck bones have just gone into the oven, and they're roasting. He's then got to get the mirepoix cooked off, the bones in there, then some water on top, and let it simmer for the flavour to come out of the bones. That's before you even get to any point of reducing it down before you can clarify it. Schoolboy error.
Put a knife through them. The smaller they are, the quicker they're going to colour. Yeah. And get that oven up hotter.
Yeah,
hotter oven.
Right now, he's under a huge amount of pressure.
On the main course, with the cooking of his steaks a last-minute job, Tommy is working hard to maximise flavour in the 7 accompaniments.
Just got my beef in the pan, caramelising it off for my sauce, and that'll be ticking off till the end, basically. Got my dashi just here, which I'm going to infuse all my mushrooms and Japanese ingredients, and then finish with my alcohol, sort of make sure it tastes good.
And to elevate his broccoli puree, he is adding smoked butter.
I want to get this done, I want to start cooking my steaks, sort of bring everything together. So things are happening, just not quite where I'd like to be yet.
In the pastry kitchen, Kasey has moved on to the 2nd stage of a technical dessert, making a malt chocolate mousse that will encase the frozen caramel centres.
It is very hot in this little pastry kitchen. I don't have any room or any time to slow down, otherwise everything's just going to melt and it won't be as light and fluffy as I need it to be.
So caramel inserts going to go on.
Yeah, exactly. I'll put the tops on, fill the rest of them up so they're perfect little domes.
Yeah.
Get them straight in the freezer. As soon as they're frozen, dip them, let them temper in the fridge.
I like that. Keep it going.
Thank you, Chef.
With her moulds filled and in the freezer, Kasey begins the delicate job of making 30 chocolate and olive oil pastry cups for them to sit in.
This is the wrapper of my dessert, really. So it's there really to act, obviously, as a visual element, but to add a little bit of crunchy texture to the dish as well. I'm getting quicker. These are only my first few, so hopefully by the 15th, I'll be twice as quick.
The guests arriving for tonight's dinner are some of the UK's most highly acclaimed chefs, who hold an incredible 22 Michelin stars between them.
For me, this is the pinnacle of MasterChef. It's the young talent coming through our industry.
I look around the room and it's filled with friends of mine. But if I was to cook for them, I'd be nervous. But ultimately, it's the best criticism that you can ever get because it'll only make you better.
Today is about bringing those big, bold flavours and blowing us all away.
The diners also include 3 chefs who took part in the competition and have gone on to have stars of their own.
What I remember about my chef's table, I remember running around frantically for 5 hours, and I know exactly what those chefs downstairs are feeling right now. You know, best of luck to all of them.
Chefs, you have 1 hour left before the first course needs to be served. Are you still going with these prawns?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Is there anything else to do on this dish?
Yes. This is killing me. It's just like the pinching, like I'm actually getting fatigued on my fingers. I think I'll give myself a little too much to do if I'm being honest, but just got to pull my finger out and get it done.
Tom is not the only one struggling. Charlie finally has his duck stock base for the consommé underway. But with the clock against him, he tries to make up time by juggling pasta making, with pans searing his duck breasts.
How many have you got left to do?
I'm a third of the way, so now I'm going for big sheets, doing big batches in one time. I really hope this is the last ravioli I ever make.
On the main, Tommy is still battling to perfect the other elements of the dish so he can begin to sear his sirloin steaks.
It tastes my broccoli puree boiled together. It's not quite as smoky as I'd like it to be. You know, these sort of details the chefs are definitely going to pick up on.
On pastry, at last Cassay moves on to the third and final stage of the spheres, dipping them into chocolate, hazelnut and cocoa nib coating. But if they're not set, they could fall apart in the mix.
They're just not all frozen solid, which is not ideal. Hopefully it's just this tray. Hopefully the rest of them are frozen enough. These are kind of my main elements, so if these aren't very good, then I won't be happy.
With service about to begin, Tom's prawns are finally poached and are ready to serve. And after infusing the ingredients for over 3 hours, it's the moment of truth for his gazpacho.
What's the one thing that's not?
Cold.
And you're just about to serve it into your jugs?
Yeah, I'm flapping is what I'm doing.
Why are you flapping?
Because it means a lot to me.
So let's get it in the fridge.
When you read gambero rosso, red prawns, sweetest prawns you can get in the Mediterranean, with the gazpacho, and then you got the prawn oil to leave that intensity of the prawns. Celery sorbet, I love celery. This is music for my ears.
Your balloon's not deflating, is it?
No, I'm good. I'm just stressed.
Welcome to Chef's Table, Tom.
Good to be here.
So, tomatoes, fondue, is that right?
Yeah.
Right, Tom.
Oui.
You've got 5 minutes left, right?
Wait.
Tom, you happy with how your dish is turning up?
Yeah, I mean, if I had a bit more time, I'd make sure they're really perfect.
You did spend 2 hours on your prawns.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to take so long, if I'm being honest.
Celery sorbet sounds a little challenging to me, but then having said that, celery and seafood goes incredibly well.
Your time is up. They are now waiting.
For me in the gazpacho, I'm looking for a little bit of sweetness, but also that beautiful level of acidity, that really clean, fresh flavour, but be able to taste all the elements that have gone in there.
Service, please.
Super clean presentation, smells great.
2 tables have got food. Now, you've got to start speeding up.
Yeah.
Looks good, Tom.
Thank you.
The dish is very vibrant, very fresh. Can't wait to dig in.
Service, please. Service, please. Today was stressful from the beginning to the end, to be honest. Probably aged a few years after today. I just hope they enjoy it.
That was absolutely on point. You could really taste the flavour of the prawns. It wasn't overpowered by the gazpacho, and it just was exciting to eat.
The gazpacho was absolutely beautiful. Celery sorbet, real pungent flavour of celery coming through.
As I'm shoveling it in my gob, I'm really enjoying it. And I think the balance of flavour is lovely.
I found the dish really fresh, really interesting, and it was a delicious plate of food to eat, in my opinion.
The gazpacho's got loads of flavour. The prawns are beautiful. I really like the celery sorbet, and actually eating it together with the dish, it does lift it.
This is an accomplished dish that's got great flavours. He's done a good job.
Hi, Tom. As a Spanish, I think you make the most delicious gazpacho. I thought it was a very, very delicious dish, so congratulations.
Tom, it really did not disappoint. I think the texture was amazing and the flavour really came through, so I thought it was a very, very strong first dish.
Standing up there felt a bit strange. You don't really expect to see all those amazing chefs in one room, you know. I think it was a really amazing experience.
Next up to the pass is Charlie.
How's your consommé going?
Yeah, stock's looking good. I'm going to go in with my egg whites. I'm literally waiting on my consommé to clarify. Once that's passed off, should be in a good place. We'll see.
So the second course, I love duck. You know, smoked duck especially, I think is really tasty. Interesting to see that they're using the hearts as well. I think they're either really delicious and very tender and bags of flavour. But if it doesn't go right, obviously that's the risk element for me.
Right, Charlie, this is where we need to start to just step it up again now.
The roast duck consommé, making sure this is crystal clear, full of flavour, is going to be a big challenge for the chef.
On top here is the egg white. If I start smashing that up, that's going to turn the whole consommé cloudy and destroy everything.
What's left to do?
Cook pasta, slice duck heart, chef. Duck's looking really nice. A little bit nervous about service. Just got to get my head down, make sure I'm nice and organised.
There's so many pitfalls that you can make on this. You know, the thickness of the pasta, how full your ravioli is, what the texture of that is on the inside.
Cassette, can you do me a favour and carve these? Thank you.
Charlie, how long for this first table? Because they are waiting.
First table, 1 minute until sending, chef.
1 minute?
Yes, we.
Impressive.
How are the raviolis?
Yeah, looking good.
That's the chestnut pure, yeah?
Yes, we. I was optimistic on that minute, chef. Sorry.
You need to speed up a bit.
Service, please.
Yeah, looks great. The consommé looks quite clear and bring nice smell.
Could you put 3 broad beans and 3 pickled smeages on each plate, please? And then 3 radishes on each as well, then, please, chef. Service, please.
The smell of the consommé is delicious. You know, you can really get that roasted duck.
Charlie, last 2 tables,
Yes,
chef?
mate.
6 plates.
Service, please.
Are you pleased with the dish?
I'm pleased with the flavours, yeah.
Good job.
Good on you. Well
yeah,
done.
well done.
Yeah, that was tough. Maybe I underestimated the mountain I was about to climb, but I'm really glad I'm through on the other side, so.
So I find the dish very interesting and very nice, actually. The consommé was a proper consommé, so really meets the expectation. Very high level of technicity behind.
The cooking of the duck was nice. The pasta, if anything, was a little bit thick, but in this sort of setting with these people in the room, no mean feat.
I would say the thing that packed most of a punch was the duck hearts. They had big flavour, a little touch of livery flavour going through there, and I like the fact that a chef's using the offal.
Being somebody that cooks over fire a lot and kind of being my thing, I would have loved a little bit more smoky element to it. But all being said, you know, it was a very beautiful dish, very pretty, and I enjoyed it.
Consommé's got a beautiful colour to it. You can taste the aromats through it. It's wonderful.
The ravioli's got a nice sweetness to it. I think the hearts are beautifully cooked as well. I'm happy with this.
Hi, Charlie. Thank you very much for all what you did today. The consommé was very, very good. A lot of technique behind, and you can really see that you know how to cook it.
Thank you.
I think you didn't make life easy for yourself. 3 little ravioli there was not something I'd chosen, I don't think. Personally, possibly the pasta was a little bit thick, but well done. Great job.
Thank you. Going through that experience is something that I'll never, ever have the privilege or the stress of doing again. So I'm really glad that I enjoyed what I could. I'm glad that it turned out all right.
It's almost time for the main course. And Tommy is finally underway with the challenge of perfectly cooking 25 steaks on a tiny barbecue grill.
Tommy, you don't want this. Very careful. It's the flame. You want to be careful with the flame, control the flame.
Yes, chef. Some of them are dripping a lot of fat and darkening up quite a lot, which is not ideal. It's very small, it's very difficult to get them all cooking.
What have we got left to do?
I need to cook off my tender stem in ponzu really quickly, slice my steaks, fill my potatoes, so it's all kind of going on last minute.
This dish, the beef, sounds right up my street. It's got a lovely mix of Asian elements with like classical French techniques.
Anchovy, big flavour, smoked broccoli puree, big flavour, ponzu, big flavour. There's a lot going on to balance all those flavours. It's going to be super challenging.
So is that your caramelised onion and anchovy mix?
Yes.
Nice.
Then I'll just top these with the crispy onion.
The restaurant is now ready. OK, so let's get this going.
Wait.
Miso glazed sirloin beef, smoky, medium rare, nice sticky, kind of sweet sour glaze on the outside.
Is everything cooked and tasting how you planned there, Tommy?
Things seem to be OK. I'm hoping the steaks are nice and cooked and well rested.
So you need to start getting some of these out.
Yeah.
Meat, sauce, we go, yeah?
I think beef and onion sauce and dashi, bring it on.
Service booze.
Let's pick up the pace, guys.
Right, so 6 portions of tender stem, stuff my potatoes.
You need to find another gear.
Yes, chef. Service booze.
OK, Tommy, keep your focus.
I could smell this dish when it was coming in. Yeah. It looks banging. It looks banging. It looks really inviting.
Beef looks like it's cooked just right. See, it's a bit pink for it.
Last 6.
Wait.
Is this going to be a painful 6?
No, chef. Service booze. Thank you. Thanks so much, Tom.
I think it's a great dish. I think it's so tasty. It's beautifully cooked. This little glass of joy is incredible. I love it.
For me, this is a wow dish. When you think of beef and onion, it's quite a classic combination, but there's an elegance in here that is beautiful. Potato was delicious with the caramelised onion and just a nice little hint of anchovy, like a seasoning. It's wonderful.
The smokiness of that broccoli puree really adds to the beef. I think it's a very accomplished plate of food.
The Asian kind of approach to the dish, I thought was inspiring. It was super tasty.
This entire dish just eats like a dream. I would eat it again. If there's any going, I'll have it.
It's big, it's bold.
My steak is cooked beautifully. The flavour of the dashi is rich in beef. That's delicious.
Tommy, congratulations. It's a wonderful dish. I thought the broth was great. It was very Moorish, but huge amount of flavour. Every element on the plate cooked to perfection. Bravo, well done.
I thought the meat was nice and tender. I thought your sauce on your beef was super yummy. That little potato, very tasty. You should be super proud of yourself.
Thanks so much. Wow. And yeah, I mean, it was super, super cool. Like, going up there and just looking around and just constantly thinking, like, you know, wow, 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 wow. It's just all these amazing chefs. Yeah, I feel like I'm cloud 9 now. It's I need a beer, I think, to be fair, after that.
Last to serve is Kusei, whose confectionery spheres are finally set solid enough to finish.
Yeah, the first batch was not great. I'm not sure what happened, if they just weren't quite frozen enough, but these ones are okay.
Charlie is helping to make up time, but there's still a long list of things to do before plating.
I haven't even started my caramel hazelnuts. I need to blend up a shiso gel, cut some jelly, and plate.
If we thought some of those courses before were complicated, wow, there's a lot going on. There's sphere, there's the tart, there's the jelly.
Oh. Does it sit underneath?
The candied hazelnuts.
I'm having some regrets on my choices of garnish.
And the sorbet and the gel. I mean, that really is quite daring, isn't it?
How are we for your dessert?
Plating now.
What's the pastry?
Pastry's in an olive oil and chocolate pastry. Just like a nice, crunchy element.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of, like, technical things that need to come together here. The malt chocolate and hazelnut sphere. Is it a mousse? It's got to be perfectly round, like crunch on the outside. They've given themselves a challenge, I think, on this one.
That jelly presentation is not how you were expecting it to be, is it?
No, chef, it was a bit softer set than what I expected.
I think the creme fraiche sorbet, that sounds really interesting, and that herby shiso gel, I'd love to see how that sort of gives a light relief to all the rich elements that are on this dessert.
You say you're going to have to hurry up. Your
Yes, chef.
sorbet's literally melting right in front of you.
Yes, chef. Service, please.
I think this looks really great. There's clearly a lot of work that's gone into this.
It looks very technical. It's quite refined.
That looks like a Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah, it looks like a big Ferrero Rocher. Absolutely, yeah.
Service, please.
Go the sorbet.
Can you put hazelnuts on top, chef?
Yes, mate.
What is this? What's in the middle there?
Last 6, yeah?
Yes, chef.
Make it count.
3. Service, please. To be honest, this is probably the first time in 4 hours that I've thought about who's up there eating it. I've tried to block it out of my mind for a minute just so I can crack on with it and get it done. But now, now I'm a little bit nervous.
I think there's a lot of technique shown in this plate of food. You know, the dipping and getting that fine, absolutely fine crack of the ball on the outside. The shell itself in the tart, so it's not too thick. The setness of the mousse, so they complement each other.
What a dessert to finish on. I love texture. That dish was all about texture. It's the crunch, a bit of chewiness as well, the creaminess, the balance there was fantastic.
I thought this dessert was really delicious. Lovely, refreshing creme fraiche sorbet. I think they should be very proud of themselves.
I think this chef pushed a lot today. It was very well executed. I'm very happy that I have ended with this beautiful dessert.
Crunchy chocolate on the outside. Chocolate mousse, nice and smooth. Sorbet was melting, but it's got a little bit of sharpness to it from the creme fraiche. I think the idea of this is very, very good.
How was that?
Terrifying.
Terrifying. I can imagine why. A lot of technical elements there to pull off, all the different layers, the textures. I think you should be very proud of what you've done today and, you know, a fantastic job.
Thank you.
What can I say? I mean, the technical ability that you showed in that dish today, you must have been really pushing yourself because chocolate is a real rich flavour, but it was also quite light at the same time, and that creme fraiche was a great addition to sorbet to really cut it, so well done.
Thank you. Oh my God, I feel happy. If you told me when I first started my career that I would be cooking for some of the chefs that I idolised the most, I would probably laugh at you, especially if you told me they were all in one room together. No, that was a very weird, surreal, amazing, scary experience.
Chef's Table is one of the toughest challenges that we get our chefs to face. And it's our job to take them on this journey, to bring the best out of them. There is no two ways about it, they're going to sleep well tonight.
It's been a crazy day, such a whirlwind of emotions.
Yes.
But super grateful, really amazing opportunity. I'll just never forget this day as a whole.
I mean, now we've got to go back and compete for our place in the final 3. So we've got to bring that same ambition and same drive that we just brought to Chef's table.
To think that one of us has to leave in the next round is difficult to comprehend. One thing for sure is that I don't want it to be me.
It means a lot to me to get through to the final 3. All the work I've put in to be here now, really done myself proud. So hopefully I can continue to do so. I'm not done fighting yet.
Chefs, here you are, back in our kitchen, ready to fight it out to be a part of our final 3. We want you to cook one amazing dish inspired by the place that you consider home.
At the end of this, one of you will be leaving the competition. Chefs, 1 hour and 45 minutes to give us your particular magic. Off you go.
There's definitely an atmosphere in here, you know, it's an important day.
I think everyone's got a little bit of nerves, so I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I've got a lot of things that need to be perfect today. I don't think my dish really leaves anywhere to hide. I come from a small town called Mildura in Victoria, Australia. Farming town, very rural. It's like the next biggest town away from us is 4.5 hours. You kind of use all the produce and everything that's from your town and everything's locally grown, so that was really cool to grow up with.
What are you making, Kasey? What's your special dish?
I'm cooking kangaroo for you today. I'm going to do a kangaroo-style tartare.
Have you had kangaroo before?
I haven't actually, no.
Oh, really? It's going to have a beef choux jelly, some cured egg yolks, wattle seed and soy sauce. I'm doing some New Age damper as well to eat it with.
What's a damper?
So damper is what the Bushmen used to cook out in the outback when they didn't have anything. They would literally just have flour and water and mix it together. It's a really kind of dense, heavy bread.
And what's wattle?
So wattle is a tree, a wattle tree, and you harvest the seeds from it, and they've almost got like a chocolatey, toasty, cocoa nibby kind of flavour to them.
If you make final 3, can you grab the trophy?
I'm going to try. I'm going to fight for it, that's for sure.
I'm looking forward to trying my first kangaroo dish.
Thank you very much.
Should we hop off?
Hey! Hey!
The biggest risk for Kasey is going to be the tartare itself. She's got it into cure. She's then going to put a rub around the kangaroo, and then she's going to just quickly char that over the barbecue, just to get a little bit of charring on the outside.
I'm not really looking to cook the meat. I want it to just be like slightly seared, just to give that toasty flavour throughout. Toast the spices on top of it as well.
The damper, which is a flour and water mix, she's adding some yeast into it just to give it a bit of aeration, just to lighten it up a little bit. I'm really pleased that she's doing something that is really Australian. It's great.
I think cooking's a lot about like emotion and stuff, and like passion and everything, so it's quite a personal dish. It's nice memories, so that should hopefully help me get through it.
What's the inspiration for your dish, Tom?
I've got this lovely cherry tree in my garden. That cherry tree's got a lot of like good memories for me. Like, always climbing up it, attempting to build tree houses.
So you are going to try and produce the memory of the cherry tree on a plate?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the bottom I've got frangipane, then I'm going to top that with a little bit of cherry pâte de fruit, chocolate ganache, fresh cherries around the edge. I've made like a chocolate choux pastry. I'm just going to pipe it really thin so it resembles little branches. And then I've just got the marzipan leaves, and then I'm finishing it with a toasted almond ice cream on the side.
You don't want to miss out on a place in the final 3, do you now, my friend?
No, absolutely not. I'm here for the long run, so hopefully I can see it through.
You've already been on the long run. We've only got a little bit to go.
Exactly. I don't want to fall at the last hurdle. It'd be a real shame.
Tom, like the sound of your dessert? Good luck.
Thank you.
Tom is doing a frangipane and cherry dessert. Cherries and almonds, they're flavours that work so well together.
Frangipane sponge, you want to taste that almond essence running through it, soft, moist, like an oily texture. You don't want it to be dry. Overcooked, and it's just going to be game over.
And then he's making a pâte de fouille of cherry, which is like a pectin set jelly. And he's going to then layer it on. I'm really curious about this presentation. It sounds fun. I actually can't wait to see how it's going to look.
Chefs, we are halfway.
I want to execute this dish, you know, as best I possibly can. Definitely feeling it, so head down and go.
Tell us, what does home mean for you?
Home is somewhere where you feel at home, I believe. So for me, what I've chosen to do is actually my current workplace, just purely because, you know, I'm there all the time. We walk around the garden every day just for service picking herbs, looking for inspiration. You know, it's a rabbit in the garden. I want you to feel like you're at my workplace.
Interesting for Tommy, he's bringing a dish from his workplace where he feels he spends most of his time. Or where I suppose for most chefs, the kitchen is home.
Tommy is using rabbit. It's very tender meat and quite light in flavour as well.
He's got the loin, which is going to be the main element of the dish. Be very careful. There's no fat on the loin of a rabbit. So gently into the water bath and then just very, very quickly seal gently in a pan with a little bit of butter.
So the trim I'll use the sauce, the kidneys I'll keep aside for a nice crispy element on the dish. I'm going to braise down the leg, combine it with some rabbit sauce. That's going to go in my little tart shell on the side, basically. So everything's getting used. I don't want any waste with this. And then we've got like sort of courgette garnishes, got courgette flour, which is stuffed with mushy peas, brined courgette, comfy courgette, got some broad beans. There's peas which are podded with lovage oil, elderflower emulsion. You know, the list just goes on and on and on.
Tommy's always doing more than sometimes is needed, but he does push himself. But what Tommy can't afford to do is give himself too much work. At this stage of the competition, every element of the dish has to be perfection on a plate.
Chefs, you have 35 minutes left, please.
The inspiration behind this dish is a hybrid of two things. One is my absolute love of brunch. It's my favourite meal of the day. I'd rather go out for brunch with my wife than maybe instead of going out for a fine dine dinner. And then also I wanted to tie that in with my love for Cornwall. So all the ingredients I'm using are inspired by Cornwall.
What does Cornwall mean to you there, Charlie?
It's just where I've grown up. For me, it's just a safe haven. All my family are there. Generations all the way up through, Cornish through and through, so...
Charlie, tell us the dish that's going to catapult you to the final three.
So I've got sea bass, and then on the side of that, I've got a crispy, soft-boiled hen's egg. I've then got comfy and crispy potato, and then I've got tomato and seaweed hollandaise as well.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So fish and boiled egg?
Yes.
Go on, tell me about that combination. That is unusual.
I don't think it's too far-fetched at all. It's all very brunchy. So I've gone for the egg, the potato representing a hash brown, the hollandaise. It's brave, but I'm going with it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Charlie has taken 2 fillets of sea bass and he's used the remainder of the sea bass to make a mousse. That mousse has been used like a glue to bind the 2 fillets together, and he's rolled it into a large cylinder and he's water bathed it. This is being served with a crispy, soft-boiled egg. Now, I've had fish with brunch before, smoked salmon, haddock, for example, but I've never had a sea bass dish with a crispy egg on the side.
Chefs, I don't want to scare you, but you have 10 minutes.
Wait. Yeah, the bread's looking good. Once they go on the barbecue, they'll get a nice toasting to them with the glaze.
Come on. You've got about 8 minutes to go. There's lots of component parts to your dish. Are you OK?
I've got lots to do now, so I need to just cook everything off last minute, dress everything. Plating up's going to be a little while, so definitely up against it right now.
This is ridiculous. Oh, my God.
Fish has been portioned. Yeah, looking good.
How are we doing?
Yeah, good. I was having a bit of trouble with the ganache, but I just I calmed down, put it in the freezer, gave it a few minutes, and then did it, and it's OK now.
2 minutes! Come on, come on. Bit of push. Very, very last touches, please.
Tommy.
Yeah.
You have to get this stuff on the plate.
Yes, chef.
You can't mess around with herbs now. You haven't got time.
That's it. Chef, stop. Well done.
I went so fast. Like, ridiculously fast.
In tribute to a homeland of Australia, Kasey has made a kangaroo tartare smoked with eucalyptus. Cured and seared kangaroo fillet in a spice rub. Topped with a beef jus and wattle seed jelly. Confit egg yolk and pickled onions. Served with mustard mayonnaise, a sea vegetable sauce, and soy with wattle seed. And damper and wattle seed bread with a Vegemite glaze.
You've got a really interesting spice rub here that you would normally find on dried beef. So it's tasting a little bit like a salty biltong. Meaty, and it's good. This bread is really light. I can't remember having wattle seed before, and I'm not really picking up anything that might be chocolatey or cocoa-y. But I think your flavours and textures are lovely.
I think the kangaroo is delicious. And the really big hit of the jelly, strength of flavour, gives this dish body, and then the luxury and the smoothness and the richness of the beautiful confit egg is spectacular. Little sauces that you've got around the outside bring sweet and sour and more richness. And I have to say, I think this is a very accomplished dish.
Thank you.
You couldn't make it any more Australian than serving us a kangaroo tartare with eucalyptus smoke and a new age damper. I mean, I think it's really delicious.
Massive relief. I was happy that I got an opportunity to show them some of the flavours that I love and miss so much from Australia.
You smashed it.
I didn't think I was going to.
It's really good.
I can't say that I'm unhappy with my feedback. Not at all.
Inspired by both the produce of Cornwall and brunches with his wife, Charlie's dish is poached Cornish sea bass filled with a sea bass and chervil mousse, a crispy soft-boiled egg with caviar, crispy potato and seaweed fondants topped with crispy fish skin and sea herbs, and a Cornish seaweed and tomato hollandaise.
The sea bass, the way it's being cooked, it's so lovely. It's flaking away. Potato fondant, crispy, the seaweed running through it. Loving the egg with the caviar as well. I'm loving them separately, but I honestly, this boiled egg has no business being on the sea bass for me. I actually didn't enjoy it at all.
Fish cookery, fantastic. Your mousse in the centre, a little bit on the grainy side. Your hollandaise is rich, delicious. It's classical in so many different ways. It's beautifully executed, but for me, the slightly grainy mousse is just taking my attention.
Technically, very, very good indeed. But I just don't want to put that rich, thick yolk onto that delicate fish flesh.
Thank you, chefs. Tough judging session for me, I think. Pros and cons. I like the egg and sea bass, but that's okay. When I designed the dish, I could really get on board with it. They didn't share the same enthusiasm. That's fine.
For a place in the final three, Tommy's garden-inspired dish is poached rabbit loin with crispy rabbit kidney, courgette flowers stuffed with mushy peas, confit and brine courgette, compressed peas, rolled beans, charred spring onions, pea and lovage puree, and a rabbit sauce. With a croustade of rabbit leg and peas in an elderflower emulsion.
You were rushed towards the end. The flowers split open. Also, we got little bits of onion that could do with trimming up.
Yeah.
There's some really good touches here. Your rabbit loin is cooked really, really well. Those little crispy kidneys, panade, crispy on the outside, very, very good indeed. That sauce is lovely. There's a slight acidity to it, there is body to it, really good touches, can clearly see how good you are, and also can clearly see that you've run out of time.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's no two ways about it. You've certainly got the inspiration of the garden. Love the little crushed peas inside the courgette flour. That is absolutely delicious. This little custard on the side was your opportunity to really give us some big rabbit flavour. And I think it's just lacking that. It's too small, but it's still a very good dish.
Tommy, you definitely driving and pushing when you're in the kitchen. I admire that. It is nicely cooked, but I find the vegetables, if you had stopped at one or two things and focused more of the attention on the other parts here, it would make this plate really sing. But I've enjoyed a lot of it.
Very frustrating, you know, it's annoying because I had a real vision and I knew what I wanted, I just couldn't get it done. I literally needed like 2 more minutes, man. I would have just had it nice. It's tough.
Finally, it's Tom, whose dessert is an homage to the family cherry tree. An amaretto-soaked frangipane base, topped with cherry pâte de fruits jelly, dark chocolate ganache, and cherries. With chocolate choux pastry branches, almond tuiles and marzipan leaves, and a toasted almond ice cream.
Your frangipane base, it is delicious. Great texture, almond running through it, and it's also got a little bit of oiliness too, which is absolutely fantastic. Your almond ice cream is sensational. I could really taste the toasted almonds in it. The ganache is such a rich flavour. It's overpowering everything.
Tom, I really like dark, bitter chocolate desserts. So the ganache, for me, I like it. Your pâte de fruits works so beautifully well with it. This is a side I've not seen from you, a dessert this complex, and I like it.
Thank you. Your dessert here, I've almost got it in 2 halves. I'm going towards a Bakewell tart down the bottom here, and at the top, I'm going Black Forest Gatto. Luckily for you, 2 things that I really, really like. I think that's really, really quite delicious.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad I took the risk of doing a dessert. It was nice to sort of showcase that I can do both. I think it overall went pretty well. Hopefully I've done enough, you know.
We've tasted the dishes, and we've had a little taste of home from our 4 chefs. However, we are looking for a final 3. Could you pick a favourite?
I've got one. Cassay did a great job today, I have to say. I don't think I've ever thought that my favourite dish of the day would be a kangaroo dish. Love the spicing, the richness, the egg, the smokiness. Love the bread on the side.
Well, if we all like her, then we know where she's going. She's going to the final 3.
If there's another chef that I think has done enough to go through, I would say Tom.
I'm actually inclined to agree. That frangipane with that cherry jelly was just absolutely delicious. Cherries on top of that as well, and chocolate. I thought it was great.
You're happy with Tom?
I'm happy with Tom.
We now need to make a decision between Charlie and Tommy. See, this is when it gets hard. 2 very, very good chefs. One had a fish dish, one had a rabbit dish. Lots of skill. Very demanding cookery, but little errors on both plates. What are we going to do?
Today, I'm proud of myself to execute the dish I did. I did that dish to the best of my ability, I feel. It's a shame that certain elements didn't come together in their mind. I just got to take it on the chin. Fingers crossed I can make it through to the final 3.
I feel like the judging's going to be very tight. Just the smallest mistakes is going to cost you, so I'm definitely on the chopping block.
Well done, all 4 of you. As I'm sure you can appreciate, this is a very big decision for us to make. You have come such a long way and have achieved so much. We're looking for our final 3, which of course means that one of you is now leaving the competition. The chef leaving the competition is Charlie. Charlie, sorry to see you go. Congratulations on everything you've achieved. Can we shake your hand before you go? Come
Yeah.
on.
Really love to.
Go on. Cheers, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thanks for everything you guys taught me. Thank you.
Bring it in, yeah.
Take care, Ben. Thank you so much.
Something makes me feel we might be seeing you soon. Charlie, thank you very much indeed.
Just happy to have got this far, if I'm honest. I'm up against 3 other great chefs. You know, it was never going to be easy. Today it didn't work out for me, and that's okay. I've had a really good journey, I think. I found myself as a chef. Yeah, a lot of things to be proud of.
Congratulations, chefs. You are the MasterChef Final 3.
Let's go. Let's go.
Chefs, we've got something rather special for you. We are sending you to Denmark, where you are going to be working with undoubtedly one of the world's most visionary chefs. You are going to be cooking with Rasmus Monk, an alchemist in Copenhagen.
Oh, my God.
We will see you there. You're going to have your minds blown.
That's quality.
Oh my God.
That's quality.
Yeah, I feel like I'm shaking a little bit. Being here is incredible. Yeah, I don't even know how to put into words how I feel right now. Not accurately.
This is definitely the biggest thing I've ever done, and sort of just being the top 3 is pretty crazy, pretty unexpected. Excited to tell my mum and dad that I've got through now. They'll be chuffed to bits.
Final 3.
I'm well chuffed, so happy. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock. To go to Copenhagen, I can't wait, buzzing. I've wanted to go there for so long, and also to get a part of that kitchen, of that, you know, calibre. Yeah, it's just next level.
Next time,
Strap yourselves in, ladies.
Tommy, Kasey, and Tom are taken on a culinary trip like no other, as they experience working at the world's most inventive, daring, and provocative restaurant.
That's the most thought-provoking thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Well, we get to feast our eyes on all of that tomorrow here at 8. Meanwhile, in Sunderland, Charlotte has plans. Big plans. Follow this Canny Mackham lass on iPlayer. Just press red. Here next, Calder has been touched by the evil quietly lurking. But can she find out who the monster is? Shetland. And on BBC Two now, brand new spooky thriller, Mayfair Witches.